Hey guys, welcome back to another Work for Game podcast. I'm joined by Somber here. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you?
Doing wonderful, especially after that Nintendo Direct that we got earlier today. And that's what we are here for. We're here to talk about the Nintendo Direct that took place today, which is the 12th of this year of September. So we're not going to touch on every single game or feature that was touched on in the direct. There's only some key elements in the direct that we're actually going to touch on. We're just going to go by it bit by bit of something that caught our interest. So one of the first things that they talked about was the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Oh my goodness. It's been rumored that people were saying that it was going to be a Super Mario World movie, which would have been fine because, that's where Yoshi was introduced. But the fact that it's a Super Mario Galaxy movie, we were even teased about it when Princess Peach was looking up in the sky, was like, there's many worlds and galaxies out there. And, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, oh, okay, they'll probably do like a Mario Galaxy in about like 8 years from now. So, what did you think when you first saw the title screen for it?
Oh, I was mostly shocked because I'm like, how are they gonna do that? Like, that means it seems like the original Mario movie was here, and now it seems like this movie is gonna be like, like, wow. Um, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but man, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna
Absolutely.
be. I can't even imagine. And especially as well done as the original movie was, especially with the Luma, So that means we might have a lot more entertaining Lumas to see. Oh, it's just gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Like I'm not much of a movie person, but I'll be watching that one for sure.
Lumen Lee's gonna make a return and have some depressing things to say.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, they talked about the actors, but we don't know if who's going to be voicing Rosalina because you can't have a Galaxy movie without Rosalina. So I'm pretty sure they'll
Absolutely.
introduce her at some point, and yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how that movie turns out. So we'll be on the lookout for that. So going on with the Mario trend because this is also I believe they said September 13th. That's when it's the 40th anniversary of Mario. And that September 13th was the day Mario was born, and this is his 40th anniversary. So the Galaxy movie was part of that. Another part of it was the Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 bundle that they're coming out for the Switch 1. And so I already made mention of this in Discord. I was like, I think it's great that those games are coming out, but I was like, I got Mario Galaxy on so many consoles, I don't need another one. But
Exactly.
but
I'm the same way.
yeah, Galaxy 2 though, I haven't played that since the original Wii version, so that I am looking forward to because I appreciate the fact that they are coming out digitally, like individually, just through digital buy. So it's not like you have to get Mario Galaxy in order to play Mario Galaxy 2. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just get Galaxy 2 and call it a day. And
Right.
so, did you have any other thoughts about that?
I originally I was thinking that I was gonna have to buy one and two together, and I was like, I don't know about that because I'm the same as
Yeah,
you. I think I have the original Mario
me
Galaxy,
too.
and then I've got the 3D All Stars.
Yep.
So I was like, I don't think I'm gonna need this.
Right.
But then I was like, okay, we can get Galaxy Two by itself. Oh yeah, I'm all for it. Give me all of that.
Absolutely. I loved both Galaxy 1 and 2. I think I like 2 a little bit more, but they were both fantastic, phenomenal games. So definitely looking forward to getting Galaxy 2. So the next one I want to touch on that they brought out it was Mario Tennis Fever. And this was really interesting because I am a fan of the Mario Tennis series. My favorite Mario Tennis will always be Mario Power Tennis on the GameCube version. I think that was when it was peak. We're not going to discuss the one on 3DS. That was just boo boo right there.
I'm
So,
sorry. There wasn't a tennis game in 3DS. I don't know what you're talking
oh yes, they. Oh, I see
about. There was never a Mario Tennis in 3DS. That
You're
never
right.
happened.
You're right. You're right. The Mario Tennis on Wii U, or not Wii U. That one was. I was like, it's better than. It was just better than 3DS. That's all it was. But um, the one on Switch, I did like the one on Switch. It kind of felt like a little bit of a fighting game because you had a gauge that you had to work around with, and the other way to score a point was to break your opponent's racket. So I thought that was a pretty interesting mechanic. They had plenty of characters that you can kind of choose from. So the one on Switch One was pretty good. Now this new one on Switch Two, I'm kind of interested in because it's like, okay, the mechanics is that different rackets have different functions, and it's kind of like you have an item in the palm of your hand. And what I also thought was interesting was that they even had like a wonder flower mode. So if you remember in the trailer they showed the hippos when they hit the wonder flower. So I'm wondering what kind of zany mechanics they're gonna have with that because I was like that mode looked
Exactly.
really interesting.
And I also thought it was interesting that they had a story mode,
Mm-hmm.
so they have everybody reverting to babies, and then they're gonna have to learn their skills all over again. That's gonna be very interesting. Um, as far as generally speaking, you'd think a tennis game is just the multiplayer, but since it has a story, I think it's gonna be much better than your average Mario tennis game.
Yeah, but I do wonder though, what is it with these developers and creators and writers having to revert everybody to children? And the reason I bring that up because it's like, okay, they're doing it in Mario Tennis Fever, but it also made me think about Dragon Ball Diamond. I just finished watching that, and I'm like, why do they always have to revert everybody back to children? That's
It's
just
probably because everybody wants to be children again. They're probably tired of adulting, and they're like, you know what? Let's go be a kid for a little while.
That's a
Maybe
very
that's what
valid
it is.
point. Yeah, I didn't think about that, but yeah, it's like they always have to revert all these adults into children. But the story it does look interesting and it does look promising. And trust me, I love Baby Mario, Baby Luigi. I love all the babies. Baby Waluigi was that's a sight to behold. but Baby Wario, and then Donkey Kong was there, so he was growing up. It wasn't Baby Donkey Kong because there is a Baby Donkey Kong, but he was the only one who was the adult. So I'm thinking he's probably gonna kind of help the children kind of navigate around or whatnot. And so,
Right.
oh, it would have been so cute if they had a Baby Pauline, but that's just me. That's just me.
It might happen. Don't give up on it so soon.
But yeah, Mario Tennis Fever, I'm definitely looking forward to that. And so, the next one was the Super Mario Brothers Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 edition, where they have the update where the DLC meet up in Bella Bell Park. Oh my goodness! I'll let you start off with this one. What did you think when you saw that?
And I saw that, I was like, wait, okay, because Mario Wonder. Not only was it a fantastic game, but it was kind of over too quick. Um, but I mean, I get it because it's a Mario game. You can only last so long. So any kind of more content, I'm all for it. I'm loving it. It's got like the almost like the classic Mario Brothers stuff going on. Then it's got the um, no, I mean not versus mode, and then it's got the just all kinds of good features that I was like, okay, I think I can work with this. Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. And what I thought was interesting was that it had Nintendo Switch 2 edition. So that's where I kind of focused in a little bit more because I'm like, what are they going to do for the Nintendo Switch 2 edition? And as we just saw, they're bringing the Kooplings in, and it looks like the Toad Brigaders is going to be there too. So it's going to be really interesting how they bring all that together. Cause yeah, those modes in the Bella Bell Park looks really really fun. I love the zaniness of it, and they have it where you can either go up against each other or work together. I'm all for it because, like I said, Super Mario Wonders it dethroned my favorite Mario game, which was Mario 3D World, and this experience with the DLC coming out is going to enhance the experience. So, looking forward to it. Oops, sorry. Alrighty.
Absolutely.
So the last one I have on the list for the Mario anniversary list was Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, It looks very captivating because I was really drawn in by that art style. It really looked like it was like a storybook. And when I first saw that flower though, that was traveling with Yoshi, I immediately said I hate that flower because I have PTSD from that stupid flower from Paper Mario. So I thought it was an enemy. I was like, take it out, Yoshi, take it out. But I was like, oh, it's working together. It's not Baby Mario. I thought it was gonna be like a Yoshi Island game where Baby Mario's riding on Yoshi and they're on an adventure. But I was like, okay. And the flower kind of helps and does its thing. And then they introduced that book, Mr. E. I have a nickname for somebody else, but it's for another play on name. But that book, I really hope it's not a story where it turns out that the book is like the final boss. That would not sit right with me. It wouldn't.
I can kind of see that though.
That's what I'm worried about though, because the book has no memory and he can't see into his own story. So I'm like, oh gosh, please don't tell me it's gonna be the last boss.
I guess we'll see, but I mean, I can kind of see it.
Mm.
It does look fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
The story is probably going to be centered around the book, which is yeah, like you just said. I can kind of see it. I can kind of see
Mm.
it. I mean, but as long as I get my pink Yoshi, I'm fine.
They showed her. They showed the Pink Yoshi
Yeah,
on the
I
trailer.
saw it and I said, "Hey, give me that." So, yeah, I mean, it definitely looks fine. Like they're doing a good job with the
Yeah.
Yoshi games from Crafted World to Woolly World. It's been pretty good. They've been doing some good things with Yoshi.
And we haven't had a Yoshi game in a long time, so it was about time that we got a brand new Yoshi game too. I still need to finish Crafted World, so hopefully I'll finish it up by the time this game comes out for sure. All right. So that was the end of the whole like Mario anniversary roster as far as games. They had some other stuff that they detailed that was all happening in Japan that we'll never get to experience, but it is what it is.
They get all the good stuff.
They do. They do. So the next game I wanted to talk about now, this is something that actually kind of piqued my interest that I think I am actually going to get, and that's the game. It's called, hopefully I'm saying this right, Pop You Calm. That was the one where it was a multiplayer. It was like a co-op, and they had to match the little colors in order to solve the little puzzles. They had to work together. They had like little shields, and it's like they had to use the correct color to kind of coordinate how they moved along the course. It almost.
Yeah, so
Oh, go ahead.
when I saw that game, it actually looked like a cross between like Splatoon and Dr. Mario.
Yes,
I
yes.
said,
I thought the
I
same
said,
thing.
okay, I think this is actually going to be pretty fun. I think it's going to be pretty good actually.
Yeah, and the good thing is that like I said, I was like, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. I was like, hopefully it's not crazy expensive, but we'll see how it goes. But if I do pick it up, the good thing is that I believe it has a game share feature. I believe so I can share the game um
Yep.
with somebody because I think that's what they said. It's very multiplayer focused. So yeah, I would definitely need someone to help me navigate through those maps. But yeah, it did have that Splatoon aesthetic with some Dr. Mario or like what was that bubble game, something like that.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, man, it's kind of like Splatoon like, but then the playstyle is like Dr. Mario. I think it's going to be interesting actually.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna look deeper into it. They don't have a date. They just said just the holiday season. So we'll see if we get some more information by the time that comes around.
Yep.
The next one I have on my list is Final Fantasy Remake coming to the Switch 2, and we finally have a date. So I think I told you before. I was like, Final Fantasy 2. This Final Fantasy 7 Remake was my pandemic game, and they'll have Integrate in it, which I never played. So this will be brand new to me. So I'm really really excited to see how that's going to turn out. Um,
Oh yeah.
yeah, you already have the game, you already beat it. So um,
You're right. I beat that game both forwards, backwards, upside down, all that. I played that, so yeah, I'll be sure to give you some pointers.
yep.
And It's gonna be very fun.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you get to suffer through hard mode. I definitely hope
Mm.
so. Um, that's my hope for you. I'm hoping that for you. And yeah, we'll see how that goes.
It'd probably be better because, like I said, when I got it on my PlayStation 4, I was like, man, I really wish this game was on Switch. I really preferred it on the Switch version. So who knows? It might be, I heard some people say that the Switch version, they got a chance to test it out and play it. They said it actually runs really good on it. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it'll look on the Switch for sure.
Yes, and I'm also holding my hopes out for Rebirth as well.
Yes, 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 yes. So, I'm hoping that'll come out sometime like later on next year. Like it could be around this time next year. Who knows? Because I was like, yeah, it's about time that game comes out on the Switch too as well.
Oh yeah.
So, all right. So after Final Fantasy Remake, the next one that I have is the Kirby Air Riders amiibo. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
The only thing that's kind
I
of
know
deterring.
when you saw that. I
Oh,
knew when you saw that, I was like, oh boy,
that is
I know it's
beautiful.
over.
That is beautiful. That was the most beautiful amiibo function I've ever seen. And that's such a Sakurai move where it's like you use the amiibo to kind of train them up to become like a better racer. I don't know if you could use it in city trial. I would love to see the amiibo used in city trial. And we got another Kirby Air Riders direct from Sakurai again. Man, we are going to be eating well on some Kirby Air Riders when it comes out.
Oh yeah, and the game looks absolutely stunning. It
Yes.
does. I mean, it looks great.
Oh
Um,
my goodness.
man,
City
I can't
Trial.
say enough about how good that game looks. It looks stunning.
Did you get a chance to listen to some of the music from the Nintendo Music app?
I did
Oh,
a
okay.
few tracks.
That that
Um,
that main song, whew, I had that going for a week. It is so
I can
like
see that.
happy and joyful. It's so uplifting. I love it. And so, sorry about that. Um, yeah, the amiibo. Oh my goodness! And I'm pretty sure when the next direct comes out, they're probably going to introduce some more playable characters, and then there's going to be some
Oh,
more
for sure.
amiibos, and oh my goodness, there's probably some
Yeah,
other
they're trying to
surprises.
drain somebody's wallet. That's what they're trying to do.
Gosh, I'm scared when November hits. Whew, whew.
Exactly.
But yeah, so that's another feature that I am definitely looking forward to. And the next one that I have, we've heard about this game over a million times. Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment. Have you heard about the Age of
Oh
Imprisonment?
yes, I have.
I'm like,
That's why I
goodness. Go
think
ahead.
I like the idea of the Korok. It's pretty interesting.
Hmm.
That is very interesting. They might be putting them in Smash Brothers.
Oh my goodness. And he has like
That
the
would be so
Robin Hood
interesting.
attire and the aesthetic. Oh my gosh. That was cool.
Yeah, that's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah. I guess since this is like in the past, was this like the first Korok?
You know what? I guess it could be because we're talking about way in the past. It could be like that. Could be the baby Deku tree or something.
Yeah. Something like that, cause cause the Raru is the first king of Hyrule. It's like the first Korok. Yeah, like you said, could this be how the Deku tree started and grew to what we know now? That's a good point. And there's a riveting story that's going to take place that we're going to learn about when that game comes out. I like the fact that they introduced the sync attack, so if you pair up certain characters with each other, they have a signature move that they can kind of coordinate together. I think that's really cool that they introduced. I'm trying to think, was there anything else? We saw Ganon just slightly a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see, like, because at first, he was of the Gerudo and he bowed down. He pretended like he was like, hey, I'm on your side, but we all know Ganon. We
Exactly.
all
We know
know.
how Ganon gets down.
Exactly. So, yeah. So, Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment. It has a release date, so we'll be looking forward to that soon. Another one that I thought was another game that I thought was interesting that caught my eye was Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. I never played the first Dragon Quest VII, so I'm really excited to get a chance to try it out this time around. And the
Yeah,
graph,
it looked really good.
it looks so good. Like those people look so real. I was like, it looks amazing. So now that they kind of remastered it, it looks amazing. I am so looking forward to trying that out.
Oh yeah.
And because I think I told you I picked up Dragon Quest 11 when it was on sale, and kind of replaying that a little bit. And so I love the Dragon Quest series. Um, Dragon Quest the HD 2D remake I may get into, may not. We'll see. That was in a sizzle reel where they kind of showed it real briefly. So that one's
Right.
a maybe for me, but we'll see.
Right. Right.
What'd you think of Virtual Boy?
Okay. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I'm kind of half excited and I'm kind of like, why? So
Gonna ruin your corneas?
exactly. I mean, it's gonna be a nice experience,
hmm
but I don't know. It seems like something you just play in an arcade, you know. But I guess there are no arcades anymore, so
That's true.
I don't know. It's gonna be very interesting. Um, I can't say for sure that I'm going to get it or not get it, but
hmm
I don't know. What do you think?
Me personally, I don't think I'm gonna get it. I just thought the concept was really interesting and very creative, and it's nice that not only do they have the actual unit that you can use, but they also, like, say for instance, if you can't use it, they have the Nintendo Labo version where it's made out of cardboard. But yeah, I was, I'm not really a virtual reality kind of play gamer anyway, so this one I'm okay um not getting it. I would love to hear anybody's experience with this unit if when it comes out, or even virtual reality games. I played some virtual reality games and they're fun, but like I said, it's just not for me. But hey, if this is right up your alley, I'm all for it. I would love to hear your experience for it. So if you do plan on getting it, I would love to hear how it works and everything. Um, let's
I tend
see.
to agree with that.
Yeah. So the next one that I have, this is more for me, was the One Piece Pirate Warriors. Dude, I've seen this game go on sale every week. And every time I'm about to be like, okay, I'm gonna finally pick this up, something always catches my attention. So, but the One Piece
Yeah.
Pirate Warriors, it does look really good, and they're still coming out with content for this game because this game's been out for quite a few years now, and they're still coming out with
Yeah.
content because they just now introduced what was that, the new gear Luffy. What's this, his sixth one, fifth one? I forgot. I think no,
I
I think
think
this six.
I think six. I think, but I could be wrong. We
Yeah,
might have to defer to soup on that one.
yeah. I know. Because I was like, I think the fifth one was the one where he gets like big and bulky, and he's like really big and buff and whatnot. I think that's the fifth gear. I think this new one is the sixth one. Like I said, I haven't watched One Piece in a long time, and I watched about 600 some episodes. But yeah, the One Piece Pirate Warriors does look interesting, and apparently, I think they're coming out with a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. I think that's what they were mainly highlighting. But like I said, I always see this game on sale for like $10. And I'm like, I'm gonna pick it up. But then Donkey Kong Bonanza came out. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. This game came out. There's always something that comes up and I just don't. So,
Exactly.
if I do pick it up, I'll let you guys know how it is.
Sure. Sure.
So, and then next one, Metroid Prime 4. What are your thoughts about that one?
When I saw that bike, I said,
Oh,
"Oh, they are doing this." Okay. I like that. mm, So I think that they're trying to apply the title Beyond. because they've had three other Metroid Primes, and they were kind of similar to each other. I think this one's going to be very, very different, and I think that I'm going to like that because yeah, they're making Samus a full fleshed out character. Like before, it was just a person in a suit that just did stuff, but now it's like a whole personality that they're trying to form around Samus, and I like that.
Absolutely. And it has amiibos coming out for it. First off, is this a game that you plan on getting, or is this something that you're like,
Absolutely,
oh, okay, okay, okay,
not necessarily day one,
yeah,
but I do intend to get it. I
okay,
played all the other ones, so there's no way I'm not gonna play this one.
nice. And I'm actually, I know this is gonna sound bad coming from me, but I'm actually gonna skip on this one mainly because, which is ironic because I play Overwatch, but I was like the first person. And I'm like, but that's just that's just me. I like Samus when
I
it's the
understand.
2D Metroidvania where she's just running and gunning. Um,
I
but
do understand.
but Metroid Prime 4, I will admit, like, it, for those of you guys who are going to play it, I would, let me know what the experience is like. From what I saw in that trailer with her on that bike, and it's kind of open world, and it's huge, and she's doing all these missions, and I'm even interested in that story. Like, who's this Silex person? Is it somebody that Samus knows? Maybe someone from her past? There's a little bit of mystery shrouded around that, but I would love to hear you guys' experience and even your hype for this game for sure. So, and like I said, it's not to discount it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a phenomenal game. It's just my version of Metroid. I just like the Metroid Dread. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. You know me. I even said that my favorite type of games that I like to play is platforming, and Metroid Dread was another game that scratched that itch for platforming for sure.
Yeah, I totally get it. That Samus Metroid is actually the only first-person game that I like. I don't like first-person games, but I'll play it. I do it for Prime.
Yeah, like I said, I play Overwatch, but I was like, for some reason, I can't get into Prime. Like I was trying to get into the trilogy when it came out on the Wii version. I was like, this ain't for me.
Right.
The next one I have on my list, it's the Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC. Before I go into it, what is your thoughts about it?
That's the just like we had the whole spiel about Donkey Kong. I'll take all the Donkey Kong. I ain't gonna say nothing else. I'll take all the Donkey Kong I can get. Give me all of that, and thank you very much.
Absolutely. And don't worry, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but I did go ahead. I didn't play all of it, but I played a little bit of the DLC, and I mean you saw it from the trailer. But yeah, going around DK Island from Donkey Kong 64. Oh my goodness, talk about nostalgia. See, this team, they also did Mario Odyssey, and they did a good job with bringing back Princess Peach's castle from 64 into that game. They did the same thing here with Donkey Kong Island. So much nostalgia, even that music. I was just running around the island listening to the music. I was like, oh yeah, this was the portal to the first world. Oh yeah, this is where the bats came out. Oh, this is where the bees were at. It was like certain things, and Pauline's like, oh, DK, this is where you're from. It's such a beautiful island, and she's just taking it all in. And like I said, I don't want to get too deep into it, but I didn't try out the Emerald Rush just yet. That's my next thing to try. But and what's funny is that Donkey Kong has the Bonanza powers. I don't know if I'm ready to punch everything. You know how you can just dig and tear up everything. I don't know if I want to do that for DK Island. I was trying to be very careful and delicate with everything. Cause
Well, can't you just reset the? Can't you just reset the world?
you could, but
Punch them
I
all and
still
then
feel
they'll be fine.
bad.
I see. I understand. I understand.
It's like this is DK's house, but I could sit up there and just go Bonanza and just rip it apart.
Yeah, understand.
So
Maybe we'll leave that to Monkey Thunder.
yeah,
I'm sure he'll do it.
he'll do it. He'll do it. But for me, I'm like, I want to. This is a historical relic. I want to preserve it.
Exactly. Exactly.
So next game that I have It's Pokemon Pokopia, the Ditto game.
Okay.
Go ahead. What do you have to say about it?
Okay. So when I saw this, I was like, what in the world are they doing? Like, what is this? What are you trying to do here? But I'm gonna give it a fair shake. I'm not saying that I'm gonna. I mean, I'm hoping demo, try it out. But I'm like, what in the world are they doing?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I was like, this is weird. I don't know what in the world is happening. He's like mimicking Bulbasaur, and it's like a farm simulator and Pokemon, and then the title is okay. But it might be it might be the greatest game ever made. Who knows? You never know. I'm hoping that it is. We'll see.
The only thing I can think of is that this is just me personally. This probably isn't correct, but I think it's an answer to Power World. The reason why I say that because it's like here it is, you're a person, you gather with Pokemon, they help you build things, they help you do this. Even when they sleep on the little hay things, and it's like they give you tools, and you befriend other Pokemon. You could probably even battle with other Pokemon too. They give you the tools that you need to create this world. They'll help you out. You probably have like you have the Hitmonchan who gives you the boxing gloves, and the Bulbasaur has you. It feels like it's an answer to Power, but like I said, that's just me. That's just me.
Never even thought of that. You might be right. I never even thought of that.
Because the
That's
concept
interesting.
the concept of like I'm not opposed to Ditto having its own game. I think the concept is fantastic because there's so much that you can do with Ditto. It's just the look of him being a human is just it's just weird. I wonder if you can even customize the human when you first become Ditto and maybe make him look decent. But
I hope so.
yeah, that was honestly, besides him looking like a creepy human, this game does have some potential. Hopefully, we'll get some more information, maybe in a upcoming Pokemon Direct, that maybe we can kind of see. You never know. But like I said, they remind me of
Yeah,
Power World. I was like, they remind me of
yeah.
Power World.
I can see that now that you mention it.
Yeah. So the next one that I have is the Pokemon ZA, the new Megas. Mega Chestnut, Mega Delphox, Mega Greninja, and the Mega Raichu X and Raichu Y. Oh boy, Mega Delphox, let's flipping go! Yes! Yes!
Mega Fox looks awesome. I
Oh
knew
my.
that you were going to be through the roof when you saw that.
Yeah!
That is nice looking. That is a nice looking Mega. It really.
And you noticed that Delphox was that they showed Delphox was the first one they looked at the I guess the Delphox site. And I was like, yes, let's go. And he's riding on the brooms, and he has other sticks, and he's it's like a witchcraft. I was like, yes, Mega Delphox looks so amazing. And Mega Greninja, I had when I looked at his picture, I had to look at it up close. I was like, oh my goodness, he looked like a full fledged shinobi. he could be the
Exactly.
he could be the next Mizukage.
When I saw how cool they made the design without spinning shurikens, I was like, oh boy, this is going to be fantastic. And that's just what I wanted. I'm
That was
done.
number
I ain't
one
asking
on your
for nothing
list.
else.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
ain't asking for nothing else. I'm done. They gave me what I wanted. I would do. I'll do whatever ranked battles. I don't care. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna be knocking out some mega chestnuts too.
Oh yes. Yeah, they you got Mega Dragonite, you got Mega Greninja. Yeah, because I was like, I remember when you posted in Discord, Greninja was like your first one. So I
Yeah.
was like, when they had all three
Well, I
starters
thought it
there.
was realistic because it's in Kalos.
Yeah, that is true. And so yeah, because at first when it was locked behind ring battles, I was like, you know what? The good thing about it is that this is just me. I'm not on a team where I have to kind of depend on somebody. So I think it'll be better because since it's just me and it's just me against the world, I think that will be better. If they have some sort of tag team match, I'll have to count on you. I can't have no random person that I have to rely on.
I heard that.
But yeah, I think this will be a really interesting experience. Like I said, this is the first Legends game where it has multiplayer function because Legends Arceus it didn't do nothing. It had no multiplayer function whatsoever. You couldn't even trade Pokemon. Like it had nothing. I was like, dude. So this one they are really hyping the game up. So I am all for it. And then the two Mega Raichus, it's like I see what they were kind of doing, but just to me, this is just me personally. I'm just not a fan of the design because Mega Raichu X looks like it has the Pikachu colors with the crazy two Pikachu tails, and Mega Raichu Y it's a Pikachu but with Raichu colors and the ears. I'm like, okay, I see what you're trying to do, but I'm like, well, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be like every other Mega X and Y, where it's usually the Mega evolution of the X forms is the physical attacker, and the Y version are the special attackers. Because I love Mewtwo Y. Um, I never got a chance to experience Mewtwo X, but I remember I loved Mewtwo Y and I love Charizard Y too. But I think a lot more people lean to the X side of the
Yeah,
Mega
I happen to
roster.
have X because
Okay.
I had the game X, so it wasn't that was my favorite. It just happened to be what I chose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was definitely fine. Of course, they were powerful,
Yeah,
but
and I
yeah,
wonder what their
it's
abilities is going to be. And I thought it was interesting too that they talked about the DLC so early. I was like, okay. So
yeah.
I'm like, they talked about it so early. I'm like, how? I'm like, I don't know if we're going to get it much sooner or later. I don't know how that's going to work. But apparently, it is going to affect the story. So
I guess we'll see.
yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I thought that Raichu. I thought one of them was a Pikachu.
yeah, I thought so too.
I told you there was.
I thought
I
what
didn't
was a
know that was two
Pikachu?
Raichus. I was like, oh, what's happening? Because I think I had to do something for a second, and I
Yeah,
looked back and I'm like, what this? Is this a Mega Pikachu
a
and a
Mega
Mega Raichu?
Pikachu.
Is this what's happening? But yeah, I didn't even realize that it was an X and Y version.
Yeah. I thought it was a Mega
Yeah.
Raichu and a Mega Pikachu. That's what I thought. I was like, oh, we're doing this. But I was like, oh, but then they said it's Raichu X and Raichu Y. I was like, oh, okay. But you know what though? Before they came out with all these other busted Pokemon, Raichu was actually very valuable in competitive matches. I remember
Yeah.
when I used to be super deep into Pokemon, a lot of people have Raichu as their Pokemon choice because it was a literal glass cannon. He outsped everything and he hit really hard. And I can't even remember what his ability was. It might have been lightning
That
rod
was
or
before Focus Band.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think Focus Band kind of knocks that out a little bit.
yep. That's what happened. But like I said, either despite how Mega Raichu looks, I'm excited to see how they play and what their ability is, what movesets they can learn, what typing they are. It'll be really interesting. So the next one that I have on the list is Monster Hunter Stories 3. I am so excited for this one. Holy smokes, because it felt like this game in particular, like, you have an avatar character that you make. The Monster Hunter Stories, the first one, you're a little kid, and you're just it's something tragic does happen, and that's what gets your adventure started. And then in the second one, it's not the same avatar, it's a different one, but they're older. I would say they're probably in like their preteen, maybe teenagers. And the monsters are even bigger because even in the first one, the monsters that you ride on were pretty small. Monster Hunters 2, the monsters they're big. This one in 3, you're a full-fledged adult and you are riding a full-fledged Rathalos. Holy smokes. And what I was seeing in that trailer was that they really made some quality of life improvements in this game. I can't tell you how. irritated I was where in order to swim in a body of water, you have to go to like this little square platform. You had to find this little square platform if you wanted to swim with your monster. If you don't find it, you can't get into it. I love the fact that you could just jump right in, or if you wanted to fly, you don't have to find a specific area. You could just go up and fly, or if you need to hop to like a certain mountain. It looks like everything is very like open world. You don't have to have a certain you don't have to find that little square platform. You don't need a certain monster to do it. You can just go and do it because I got so annoyed where they're like, oh, you can't go up here because this monster can't jump, it can't swim, it can't do anything. It seems like a lot of monsters are capable of doing much more. Because I'm like, this monster has claws and he can't climb up this ivory wall. It was just certain stuff like that. So I'm really glad that they made some improvements on that. It looks beautiful. The
Yes, it does.
Monster Hunter stories too, they always nail those vistas, as I like to call them, where you can overlook a beautiful mountain or a beautiful sunset. They really nail those spots because even Monster Hunter Stories 2 on the Switch 1 still looks incredible till this day. And that's why me and Prolific Pops, we actually did a work for game video where we would try to hunt for Elder Dragons. So hopefully it does have cross play, so that way me and him can look for some Elder Dragons, basically legendary Pokemon, um, to uh, to kind of explore this vast land. So I'm really excited to looking forward to that. So I know you're not familiar with the Monster Hunter Stories series, but did you have any thoughts that you want to bring out? If not, it's
Yeah,
fine.
it looks very improved because it kind of follows the same trajectory as Pokemon.
Hmm.
Like you know how like originally in Pokemon there was only like three Pokemon who could learn Surf, like Charizard couldn't learn Fly, stuff like that. And
Hmm.
it's like that makes no sense. Like why you make him a flying type? And like Gyarados couldn't learn. It's like why you make this dude a flying type if you can't learn? It was stuff like that. But
Right.
as time goes on, it started improving, and it's at the point where it's really full fledged now. Like you know how like in Pokemon you can there's lots of Pokemon you can surf on. Like it was so cool when they let you actually surf on the Pokemon,
Yes.
and this is um, this is making very great strides in improving the series. And I like that. I really
Yeah.
like that.
The battle mechanics. Oh my gosh. It's that rock paper scissors battle mechanic, and it definitely works in this game. And I know in Monster Hunter Stories too, and it'll probably carry over to this game too. You can change your monster's type overall, kind of like terrestrialization, but it's kind of permanent. So if I wanted a an ice type Rathalos, I can do that. And so yeah, I'm wondering what other like new mechanics and new battle scenarios that they're gonna have for it. And I hope we even get a demo because they had demos for the first two games. So I'm like, give me a demo for the third one. I will play it, and it carries over to your main game.
Yeah.
So the last one that I have on my list is Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. Man, I am so excited about this game. The story, it looks like it was taking place in kind of like that Grecian atmosphere with the Colosseum and them announcing the fighters. It looks beautiful. Oh my gosh, I think I even found my waifu in that dancer. Oh my gosh, she is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I'm sorry, that dancer, ooh wee, she was gorgeous. I'm sorry. And
I
so,
like it.
yeah, I'm just really excited. Because, like I said, Emblem Engage, the gameplay was fine, but that story, oh, that god awful story. This one, and did you notice at the end they showed Solstice, but she was older? Well, you played Three Houses, right?
Hmm.
Okay, I was like, Solstice. So they're talking about how like I guess like the different fire emblems are connected. I mean, what are your thoughts about it?
When I first saw the setup where it was like ancient, like Grecian, Roman type stuff, I was
Right.
like, this is going to be great. Because, I mean, so I always like when the story is branching out from its origin a little bit. and that's what we're getting here. Even the battle system looks a little different. I always like strategy games. So Fire Emblem is just great. Like I used to play the GBA once,
Mm-hmm.
and um, um, so this one has this one has the function and flavor of the to me, but with updated graphics and updated story, and that's what I really yeah.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be great.
As long as I can meet that dancer, whew. But it seems like she comes from like a dark and tragic past, because she even said apparently she was talking about this guy. She was like, I'm going to kill this guy, but I think even if I do kill him, that won't be enough to satisfy my revenge. So something tragic happened with whatever guy she's talking about. I'm gonna help her do it. I'm gonna help her settle the score. And
Indeed.
I'm really interested to see what's going to happen there. And I know that a lot of people were into the whole like relationship aspect of Fire Emblem. Me, not so much, but maybe with this new dancer that might change. But I mean, but I mean, um, the yeah, overall the game looks beautiful. It looks well done. The combat system, I'm wondering what's going to be like the new mechanic. Every Fire Emblem they always have some mechanic that they introduce. Engage, we got the emblem rings. Three houses, we got the battalions. I'm wondering what we're going to get with this new Fire Emblem. And I'm also wondering what is going to be the Fire Emblem, because in every Fire Emblem game it's always something. Marth, it was the shield. In Engage, it was the Divine Dragon himself. What's his name? Violet's game. It was those creators. So the what?
I was saying, yeah, three houses.
Three houses. It was like I believe it was like the sword of the creator. Those ancient weapons that were born out of the bones of dragons. It's always something. So I'm like, what's going to be the Fire Emblem for this game?
Right.
Um, did you have any other thoughts about it?
I just think it looks fantastic. It looks like a nice change of pace for the series.
Mm-hmm.
That is goes.
Absolutely. I agree. And the characters, like I didn't see any characters that looked kind of funky or out of place. There was this one character. He was a lancer. They said his name too. I forgot what it was, but his ability was called Murderous Intent. I'm like, who is this dude?
Yeah.
And he looked like he's about to murder some folks too. He was the one who had They kept showing the sword, and I guess the sword has an eyeball or some, or it's like red or something. Maybe that's the Fire Emblem. I don't know, but
You never know.
yeah. So I hope to get some more information about that. So that was my list of notable games, features, and updates that I'm looking forward to. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot that's out there that whoever's watching, you can appreciate, and we would love to hear your thoughts. And like I said, it's not to discount the games. It's just that they're not the kind of games for me. Like for instance, I'm not going to get Resident Evil Requiem. That's never going to happen. I played one Final Fantasy. I mean, not Final Fantasy. I played one Resident Evil game years ago, and that's all it took.
Which one did you play?
Resident Evil. I want to say it was like Resident Evil 7.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh gosh, anything with zombies and flesh eating and mm-mm, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, if you're into that kind of games, you could just give me at least the PG version of what your experience like in the Resident Evil game. So, but I leave it to you, Somber. Is there anything from the direct that you would like to kind of discuss, or anything that caught your eye that you want to kind of bring out?
Well, you touched on all the main games.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I think the one that stood out to me the most was the Fire Emblem because of how different it was. Um, I am kind of looking forward to some of the indie games that seem kind of interesting. Um, um, That's why I was telling you earlier, be prepared for a game share because I'm just see how they go. And yeah, look forward to some game shares. So we try some new games out.
Okay.
Yeah, because there were so many of them. I mean, there's so many games. I can't even begin like because it's all gonna be something to behold. That's for sure. Because
Mm-hmm.
not only do we have our first party games, but we support our indie developers. That was at least something like what was it like 7, 10 indie games
Yeah,
that
quite a
they
few.
showed.
Yeah.
Yeah, some it was something quite interesting. I'm gonna have to at least try.
Right.
So um, I can't remember the exact title right now because it
Dinkum.
only showed it for a few minutes. That might be the one actually.
I
Yeah,
just like
because
that name. It was
they
just
have
so
some
funny.
weird
Dinkum.
they have some weird titles, but hey, you know what? Those games might be actually fantastic. You never know.
Absolutely. Yep. I know that I'm gonna try that Pop You Come. I was like, yeah. I was like, it looked like some Splatoon. I wouldn't be surprised if they got inspired from that. And that was the
Right,
one thing that I was kind of surprised about the direct. I thought we would hear something about Splatoon Raiders. That was the only
right.
shocking thing that I was surprised. It was like, oh, no Splatoon Raiders info. I thought it was gonna
Yeah,
be in it.
yeah. At least some kind of mention. Just
Yeah,
tell me when it's gonna come out, or give me some kind of information.
yeah.
Hey,
Introduce
whatever.
a new enemy, a new ally, something. What's D cut? What are they doing? But it is what it is. Overall, I think this direct was phenomenal. It really, really, really was. It gave us a chance to look forward to some stuff. And like I said, now that we have the Switch 2 and we can game share it with each other, I am definitely looking forward to coordinate that with you for sure. And of course, some of our
Definitely.
Discord members too. So, yeah. Any other thoughts about today's direct?
No, I'm looking forward to seeing you suffer through Final Fantasy VII. That's for sure. I'm looking forward to that one.
Oh my goodness. And we have game chat, so you can actually, if you want, you can see my screen and it's making all the mistakes. I'll be like, Eric, you take a back seat.
Even though that's blasphemy, I'll take it. I'll take it.
But yeah, I am interested in trying out Integrate. Like I said, I never tried Yuffie. I've only seen the trailer. Cause even that I guess that woman is in it. She was the one. She was in that red dress with the materia around her necklace. I guess she wore a materia around her necklace. I think wasn't she in Integrated? I remember seeing like a trailer for it.
Yep, she's in it.
Okay, I'm wondering what her role is going to be. So, because like I said, I saw her throughout the main game, and I'm like, and we never saw her again. I'm like, where'd she go? So, I'll be interested to see what that's all about. But yeah,
She makes a good punching bag, I think.
that's right. She always beat up on those Shinra soldiers. I was like, good grief, this woman's ruthless. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to what her story is all about, and I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that I left out. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, we just wanted just to kind of get together and just talk about the podcast because there was so much. We talked about a good bit of it in Discord, but we just had to get it out of here because it was like there's so much key things that we are looking forward to. We got new amiibos coming, new games coming, all that good stuff. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. If there is anything from today's direct that caught your eye, those who are watching, please let me know what your comments are, even if it is about Resident Evil Requiem. I know it has a cult classic of fans, but if you want to share what your thoughts are on about that, we would love to hear it. And so, Somber, thank you so much for joining me tonight for this wonderful podcast. I think we really got out how we were feeling, and we got some stuff to look forward to. So, thank you for being here with me. And on that note, Somber and I, we are going to go ahead and clock out on this session, and we'll see you guys next time. Later.